Manifest destiny was a term coined by writer John O'Sullivan in 1845 to describe America's God-given right to expand its territory. The term is best embodied in presidential form by James K. Polk, who was elected in 1844. Polk believed in the annexation of Texas as soon as possible, and it was in December of 1845. This provoked Mexico, which claimed Texas, and it immediately cut diplomatic ties. There was a large border dispute over what the Texan border was, as America claimed it to be at the Rio Grande River while Mexico claimed it to be at the Nueces River. To get the land that he wanted outright, President Polk sent an envoy to Mexico, made up of John Siddell, to purchase the Southwest for $30 million. When this request was denied, Polk sent troops to the area between the Nueces and Rio Grande, which he claimed was American territory. In April 1846, Mexican troops engaged in a skirmish with those American troops, and Polk got Congress to declare war. The war was fairly one-sided, and by 1847 General Winfield Scott had captured Mexico City after a 6-month-long campaign. The Mexican government signed the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, which ceded Mexico's northern territories and agreed to the Rio Grande border. Polk and his Manifest Destiny supporters called for all of Mexico, but the current border was almost finalized. I say almost because of the Gadsden Purchase facilitated by James Gadsden in 1853 to get southern Arizona and New Mexico. This land gain greatly expanded the United States, and it is the reason the country has California, Utah, Nevada, Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico, and Texas. However, this was not the only gain made by James Polk. Polk also wanted the Oregon Country, which stretched from Alaska to California. The territory was jointly occupied by the U.S. and Britain through the Occupational Treaty of 1827. This did not mean that the territory was fairly controlled, however, as the British Hudson's Bay Company controlled most of the critical fur trade. Americans still flocked here, however, on the Oregon Trail, and it was increasingly becoming more difficult for Americans and British to coexist. Polk, as part of his campaign, used the slogan 54-40 or fight in reference to the northern border of Oregon Country. Once he was in office, however, Polk was much more agreeable on the Oregon issue, and it was fine with extending the 49th parallel border to modern-day Washington, where the northern border remains today.